Want to call to order the Building Trades Examining Board meeting, New Smyrna Beach. Have a roll call, please.
William Coward,
Here.
Paul Here,
Here.
Randy Beach,
Here.
Joseph Blanchette,
Here.
Terry Harrison,
Here.
all present.
Thank you. Let the record show that. I'd like to ask now if anyone has had any ex parte communications on the cases that are before the board tonight.
No.
No. Let the record show no ex parte communications. Everyone got a copy of the minutes? Are there any questions or discussion on the minutes from last meeting?
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes from the last meeting.
I'll second.
Second.
No, sorry.
Who said second?
Randy.
Randy, thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Let the record show unanimous, please. I have a swearing in of the city staff, please.
Please stand and raise your right hand. State your full name. In the matter to which you are about to give testimony, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes. The witnesses have been sworn in.
Thank you. All right, we're going to have old business. Our first case coming back to the board is BTB 2020-19471, 323 Palm Street. Have staff report, please.
Good evening. I have some pictures that I took this afternoon of 323 Palm Street that I would like to submit. I also have, so it's on the record, the notice of hearing that we had to change the location and the time was also added to the notice of hearing. I also have the receipts for the certified mail. And I also have a posting of the property showing that we posted the property. And I also was at the property earlier this week on July 20th and met with Delbert Gale. He was there when I was at on location. So I have pictures from that day and pictures from today showing that they are actively working on the project. And so on the 20th of this month, I was at the property, as I stated. Mr. Delbert Gale was on location. He was trying to see what all his contractor completed, and he did get some of the stucco work done. He started painting the property, but he was also very upset with the contractor because the contractor had not been back in quite a while. He got the contractor on the phone while I was there, spoke to him. I also spoke to him on the phone. And he assured Mr. Gale that he would be back there to do some work this week, which he did show up, as I stated. He was not there today when I inspected, but he did show up to do some work. The work's still not completed. There is progress. When you see the pictures, you'll see that there's a lot of progress. So I believe that Gary's probably just gonna extend it, and Mr. Gale still needs to call in for an inspection, but I believe he was waiting for a little bit more work to be completed by the contractor.
Thank you. We have staff recommendation.
Pardon?
Get the staff recommendation from Gary.
How y'all doing? Good afternoon. Dilbert's been working pretty feverishly on this. He's been sick. He's had some issues. He's been slow. Our intent is not to tear somebody's house down. Our intent is to see it rebuilt and redone and become a good-looking thing in the neighborhood. I would say, why don't we extend this again? Again, I don't want to drop a case. I want to keep it extended until we get this thing completely corrected. I would recommend an extension. It'd be at the board's whim how long you want to make that extension for.
Based on the amount of work that you're seeing done there, what amount of time do you feel we might need?
If somebody was staying on it active and you had the contractor coming back every day, a week, but the way it's been working and trying to get somebody out there and fighting people anymore, everybody knows what the problem is now. I would say probably let's give them 2 months, no more than 2 months.
So I'll make it a motion that we extend for 60 days.
I'll second.
Who said second?
Terry Harrison.
Terry?
Motion's made to extend the case for 60 days. Have a vote on the motion?
I'm in favor.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Aye.
It's unanimous. Extend the
Thank you.
case for 60 days. The next case is 326 Palm Street.
Okay, 326 Palm Street, I also have some pictures that I took this afternoon that I would like to submit. I also have the notice showing the change of location and the time added to the notice. I have a report that I printed from the system showing that the property owner came in, applied for the permit, and I'm going to submit that as well. It has some notes on it. I have the notifications where they accepted the certified mail. I'm going to submit that to the board. So this was continued, the board continued this one from 5/27 meeting to this meeting today to allow the property owner time to obtain the permits to repair the structure. The board order was mailed and posted on the property on June 2nd, 2021, and then it was reposted with the correction on it on July 8th, 2021. The posting is still on the property as of today when I visited the property, and the permit, like I said, the permit has been submitted to the city for the work and the corrections that they want to make to replace the roof. They also want to demo the back carport and make some other corrections to the rafters and make a new overhang. They plan to tear off the roof, and I guess they want to cover it until they can get an inspection, and they're just hoping to be able to move forward with the roof work. I believe Gary said that he thinks that the permit was actually signed off today and may have been issued late this afternoon.
I have Gary's report.
I'm a fan. How you doing, Mr. Graham? Mrs. Graham, she stayed in pretty much regular communication with me, I would say about once or twice or 3 times a week. So we've been staying in pretty good communication, trying to get this over with, and today a permit was issued for this property. No work has started yet. I don't want to close the case. I want to keep the case going because I want to make sure we get this thing repaired. There's a lot of work that we're going to have to look at and modify as we go. But Mrs. Graham definitely did all the diligence that she needed to do. Thank you, Ms. Graham.
How much time?
She has a permit, it's good for 6 months.
Okay.
So I would say let's extend this let's give it the time through the permit to see what happens. I'd say 6 months for the permit.
I'll make a motion then that we give this case 6 months.
I'll second it.
Randy Beach seconded.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. The next case is 512 Myrtle.
Okay, I also visited this property today and took a picture I have to submit to you. I have the corrections of the notice. I also have a few pictures that I took earlier on in the project, and also the posting of the property. At the 527 hearing, the board gave the property owner 60 days to obtain the structural report, which I believe that was handed to Steve at the end of the last hearing, so I believe I have a copy of that with me. Maybe not. If I do, it might be in that packet. So they did obtain the structural report, and the board order was mailed, certified mail on June 2nd, 2021. The revised was mailed on 7/7/2021 and also posted on the property on 7/8. The certified mail has not been delivered as of today. And as I stated, the structural report that you guys were looking for was submitted to Steve. So the roof has been removed. They did have an inspection. There's an inspection report included in the stuff that I'm passing along. They passed the inspection on that, and I think their structural report basically was to see if the remaining of the building is worth saving or what their plans are going to be when they move forward.
Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome back, Mr. Coward. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
I think Barb may have misspoke. I think she's confusing 506 North Dust with 512 North Myrtle. We have not received a structural report for that building at this time. We have gone by the property. The roof has been removed. The fence has been erected. The property has been signed and safed off. The city does no longer feel that it poses an attractive nuisance to the children across the street at the school. So thank you for doing that, sir. And as soon as he gets us a report, we will make a determination on whether the structure can be saved or we're all better off having it demoed. You have anything to add, sir?
Before you speak, can I have you swear in? You want to go to the microphone, please? Oh, yeah, he can do it. Do you want to sign before or after? Doesn't matter to me. This one works, I've been using it.
Okay.
The middle one.
Yeah, I'm putting
Click.
that back, yeah.
There you go. The other ones are brand new, but nobody's used them, so.
That's probably why.
While he's doing that, I will correct myself. I did give you the wrong information. We still need a report from him, but all the information for the posting and the mailings and all that stuff is the same, so.
Okay, you want that one back?
Yes, please, thank you. Okay, and when you get to the podium, we'll do the swearing. Okay, you ready? Please stand and raise your right hand. State your name.
Johnny L. Peoples.
In the matter to which you're about to give testimony, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
The witnesses has been sworn in.
Hello, sir.
Hello, hello.
Did I understand, the roof has been removed now? off the
Yes,
back
it
of the
has.
shed?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, what's the situation with the,
I can give you the history from since the roof has been removed. I think the next mandate was to have an engineering masonry report, or whether or not the building structure is sound to continue on or to demolish it.
yes, sir.
I've been in an attempt to get an engineering firm to come out and do the testing. That's the difficulty I've run into. I live in Brevard, so I know the group should come from within Volusia. I've had a couple of companies working to try to look at what I have. Most of the companies in the Daytona area, the ones that we found, only are interested in commercial structures. I found a company that's supposed to call me back. You guys are probably familiar with it. I think it's in Port Orange. The gentleman that's heading that particular end of their department is supposed to call me back. I haven't heard. They seems like they're sliding back away from wanting to come out and do a little dinky for garage. So I don't know. I'm still trying to take care of that. After we pulled the roof off, I had some non-engineers who were qualified to look at it. They left the roof ties up because they say the structure is sound. They say it's cosmetically on the outside where there is a couple of cracks, can be sealed and refinished, but they're not engineers. Right. So I know what you're asking for. So I'm endeavoring to do my due diligence to see if the structure can be saved, whatever. Right. But the observations are that it's sound. Where the old roof collapsed, I think it caused, probably from the blow, a little, they say cosmetic damage. They say plastering or either regrouting those spots out, refilling them with concrete, because the rest of the building, they didn't see anything wrong. But they're not engineers.
Do you think 60 days would help you out and you could get this done?
Yeah. If I can get the group out of Port Orange, if they'll do it, we could maybe have it done in a week or so. If I can get somebody moving in that direction. I know they're looking at, they like big bucks, you know. To them, that's just a chink in the armor, yeah.
You do realize, though, if 60 days from now and nothing's done, we might have to do something.
I understand.
I'll make a
That's why I tried to get that, to see what we had. Like I asked you all in the meeting, I think about 60 days ago, if we could get the roof off and see if we got anything to work with there. Yeah.
I'll make a motion to extend this case for 60 days.
Yeah.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
We'll
Okay.
extend it for 60 days and then come
Okay.
back before the board.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
Next case is 506 Dust Street, Zen Homes.
Okay, I have pictures that were taken today. Basically, it's just showing the postings, and also there's some trash in the back that they did clean up the large pile that was there, but there's a little bit more that they could do. I have the location change and the time that change on the notice of hearing that was mailed on the 7th of July. I have the tracking numbers for when the certified mail looks like it's still out for delivery, but the property was posted. And this one, I do have the structural inspection report to submit to you all. On 5/27, the board continued this case for 60 days to give them time to obtain the structural report. And the board order was mailed certified mail on June 2nd, 2021. The revised notice for the hearing was mailed on July 7th and also posted on the property on July 8th. And as I stated, the certified mail is still out to be delivered. On June 2nd is when the structural report was added to our system, but I believe they actually gave this to Steve at the last meeting. So, and Steve and Gary may give an update, and I believe there's a representative here for the property.
Thank you.
I did receive and review the structural analysis from the engineer. I went over it. I'll let you gentlemen come to your own conclusion. I found that the volume and scope of work that this structure would take would just exceed probably what the structure was worth, but I am not here to talk the gentleman in or out of anything. It's his property, and if he wants to fix it per that engineer's recommendations, the building department would certainly permit that and allow it. To bring that building back into code compliance just doesn't seem feasible, but again, I'll let the property owner speak to that.
Did you sign in over there and then
Did
get
sign
sworn
in.
in, please?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you might very well be right. We don't know. We've tried to get, so we had the
Sir?
original, I'm sorry?
Before you start, can we swear you in?
Oh, I'm sorry, yep.
Okay, please stand and raise your right hand. State your full name.
Glenn Shapanka?
In the matter to which you are about to give testimony, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do?
The witness has been sworn in.
Thank you, sorry.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
I was just saying, yeah, you might very well be right. We don't know. What we did, we had the Joseph Heller go out there. They gave us that study. We read it. It looks pretty severe, but we want to see if they could do a further plan for us so that we could get some numbers so we could really compare like what it would be versus if we were to just demolish it and start from scratch, or frankly, if we can, we would just sell it because it's turned out to be a much worse project than we had anticipated when we purchased the property. So we've had a hard time getting the next set, someone to come in and do the plans for us. We asked Joseph Hiller after they did this, and they said it would be a few months. So we said, well, we'll try and find somebody else. We went to a couple other folks. We're having a hard time getting a call back from an engineering firm to come and give us a full set of plans so that we could bid it out to some contractors and see what the real cost would be. That's about where it stands now. So we'd like to get some more time to see if we could get some real numbers on it and make a decision based on numbers.
Would 30 days be enough to get it together, or would you need more time than that, or?
I mean, I'd like to get it done next week because we got money sitting out there. We want to go one way or another. Maybe 60 would give us maybe a little more reasonable chance of getting somebody out there, just the way it is to try and get engineers out there.
Well, I'll make an emotion, we'll extend this for 60 days.
We have a second.
second it.
Randy?
Randy Beach seconded.
Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Let the record show unanimous. Okay. That's all of the old business.
May I speak 1 second on that previous one, just in case? 60 days, I'm okay with 60 days, but if this owner's gonna sell this property, I don't, because I have got called by a potential buyer, I don't wanna have to go back through this again. Okay, so we need to make some kind of rolling here that this is the end of it at 60 days.
If Gary has more testimony, the case would have to be opened
Okay.
back up like last time.
Please, please.
Okay, we'll open that case back up then.
A motion
Please.
to open it back up.
Pardon?
I'll make a motion, we open up the case.
Second
previous
by
case.
Terry Harrison.
Okay, if I have to start over again, it's the same thing. I've had contact from other buyers. I'm a little concerned that if they do sell, we're gonna go back through this whole process again. We got recommendation from the original engineer, this entire structure, it's on the report, this entire structure needs to be rebuilt. So, you know, this structure is pretty bad. It's a hazard, they do have it boarded up, but it's still, it's in pretty bad shape.
Is Zen Homes aware of the buyer that you're talking about?
Yeah, I believe they're aware of, I was talking to him shortly before, before the meeting started, and I don't think they're sure what they're doing yet. I think they're being honest about that, but I just want them to be aware that we've already waited 60 days for this report, We don't have the report yet. Now we're giving them another 60 days, and they're potentially gonna sell it. And if they sell it, we're gonna go through this process again, and I wanna make sure we close this process out. I don't wanna waste any more of our time on this. And I just wanted you to know where we're coming with that.
Well, can you actually make a stipulation in the sale that it has to be finalized within the 60 days?
Legally, I don't know, I would have to,
I mean, do we condemn the property and give the owner 60 days?
that would probably be the way. I think it would be a safer way for us, because in 60 days, this building's gonna get tore down. If they come in with a plan, we can always come back to you and say, hey, look, they got a plan, they got a permit, we're gonna come back in and do it. But I think we need to make something permanent here.
If we condemn it, though, is that going to affect his selling?
It's a condemnable property right now. I mean, the property's bad, and they could see the report that if they can come up with engineering to be able to do this, it's gonna cost a lot to build this structure back up, and I really don't, if you look at the pictures, I think you'll agree.
Or was the property already condemned in the first place, or that? No, it has not been condemned?
We gave them an extension, I think.
I think we just extended it. I don't think we ever
Okay.
condemned it. I think that,
So,
I make a motion to condemn the property and give the owner 60 days to get with Gary and get permits.
Or get a permit, yeah.
Yeah, or,
or at least apply for the permits?
Mhm.
At least
Apply,
apply.
yeah, they don't have to do, as long as we get some kind of application in, some kind of drawing in, that shows they're gonna do it, or they're gonna do a condemnation and tear it down, a demo, tear it down.
was that a motion?
second that.
And that was Randy?
Randy second. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
All right, all in favor of the new motion?
Aye.
Motion passed.
Thank you, thank you.
Do we have any new business before the board?
There is no new business.
Do we have any comments from the staff?
Sir, I'm sorry. I was taking notes, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, sir.
Just any further comments from the staff, updates on,
No, sir.
okay. All right.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Randy Beach seconded.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Let's go home. The meeting is adjourned.